followed by the next, which like what the next biscuit will be, we don't know. The next album. But I mentioned Japan. I was lucky enough. Again, family is a great thing. You know, this is a magnificent family. You're never lost for things to do when it's a big extended family. And my grandmother was one of 6. My mother was one of 9, and I'm one of 7. So the eldest of 7. But I got my first kind of big break was when I was 17. I went over to Japan to play for 6 months at the Expo in Osaka. And Jerry Daly came to the program. Actually, he made it home before I did. There was a gardening program. It was a theme, and I got to be in the middle of it, playing my harp 4 times a day, 7 days. But it was funny because they planned. I discovered afterwards they planned to have a bronze statue, a life-size Harper, in the middle of this garden, and they'd Liscannor stone, and they'd a Skellig hut, and they'd a Waterford crystal dove in the middle of it all, and the Harper was going to cost £90,000. So it was cheaper to get a human. So I got the gig, you know, the glamour of it all. But while I was there, the ambassador at the time was a man called Jim Sharkey from Derry. He was a wonderful character and he was a real operator. You know, he knew what to do when. And Seamus Heaney was over to attend a writers' conference, and he'd met the Emperor when he was still the Crown Prince when they were in Ireland. You know, the connections. And he said to me, "Do you want to harp up there now at the afternoon thing?" So they threw me in as an afternoon. So I ended up doing a half-hour cycle for the Emperor of Japan when I was 17. I was completely, I was like, you know, and they put you in this ante-chamber, which is like twice the size of this room, and you're in the middle of Tokyo, which is, you know, prime real estate, and you can't hear any traffic because the gardens are so vast. So I'm standing there in my first suit, you know, like this. But the Empress is a huge fan. She studied with the Irish nuns over in Tokyo, so she plays harp, and she has a harp room. So this recital was in the harp room, and she was there, and it was supposed to be for the Empress. And I walk in, and Seamus Heaney standing beside her, and the Empress, and beside her is this man. Now that's the Emperor of Japan. He wasn't supposed to be here. But there were a few favourite songs that they had over there that they didn't know. This was 1990. And there was no Irish pub, there was no beauties, there was nothing in Tokyo at this stage. The nearest thing was a Pig and Whistle English pub. It's only if you get anything remotely close to home. But they had 3 songs. They did The Last Rose of Summer, Danny Boy, and She Moved Through the Fair were the big favourite songs in Japan in those days. I'm sure there are more since, but so we'll do in honour of that. We shall do in honour of the Empress of Japan. Exactly.